our League of today, we're playing this Sultai Midrange list that we faced in our previous league with Jeskai control. It's a black-green midrange, splashing mainly for Thought Erasure and counter spells, which are just huge helps in the mirror and control matchups. We also have a spicy Muldrotha as well on the top end. Probably like losing a bit in our aggro matchups, gaining a bit in the slower matchups. We'll see how it plays out in practice though. I'm actually going to keep this. Yeah, this comes in untapped later. We get to go lead on Harbor, play the Erasure on 2. Try and disrupt whatever our opponent's up to over there. Hey Selene! Another Is It deck. What is up with these decks? This is our third Is It deck we faced in 6 rounds. Alright, well. Interesting. Kind of want to take all of these cards. They know something we don't. Maybe. There has been a lot of Is It. This hand is like a bit frustrating. The Niv Mizzet's hard to beat going long. We probably have to take the Row, though. It's either Row or Syncopate. Taking Syncopate means we get to resolve our Jadelight. And they can shock it, but then we can Findbroker it back. Maybe it just has to be Syncopate. We've got the Find as well. Yeah, I'm going to take the Syncopate. It's like we can actually get some traction here. And this helps our lands come in untapped. I kind of want to bin it though, and find more action. We've got like a Jadelight to find us lands, so not too worried about keeping that land there. There's the guild gates. Fire off our Jadelight. It's going to trade with their shock, but hopefully it finds us some lands here. Muldrotha. I think I can put that in the bin for now and just buy it back with one of these. Maybe. Doesn't sound terrible to me. Just like dig for Assassin's Trophies to answer their row. Yeah, this is fine. I like the Findbroker can grab it back next turn and we're a card deeper towards our Assassin's Trophies. Or more Thought Erasures. If we draw a Thought Erasure, we can go like Erasure plus Find. Are you going to fire off the Secrets of the Golden City? Just draw a pair of cards here. Yep. Hey. I could play that. I could use it to double spell next turn though. Kinda just want to Findbroker back the Jadelight. Then next turn I can go Thought Erasure plus Jadelight. That sounds pretty reasonable to me. Like, get some pressure on board. Underneath counter mana. Make it harder for them to stick their row easily. Is it Guild Gate? So they're on their way to Row mana. They have a Flame Slash. Yep. Guess I now need to cast this Erasure, otherwise I get to stick a Planeswalker next turn, which is big trouble. Hopefully they don't have a backup Planeswalker. They have Crackling Drake. Jeez, that hand just seems unbeatable for us. They just have so much card advantage. So Sheathen Fire's killing the Jadelight, guaranteed. So maybe I plan around playing Muldrotha next turn. I can go... I can only find back the Muldrotha on its own though, which is not terribly exciting. Wow. I wish Lava Coil didn't exile. I think I'm still going to take the Row regardless. If we see a creature on the... yeah, if we saw a creature on the scry, we would have got to cast Find for both creatures, which would have been really nice. Alright, am I casting the Jadelight, or am I just setting up to slam a Muldrotha next turn? I think I just have to set up to slam Muldrotha, because that's the sort of play that could actually, like, get me into this game. They do get to draw too, so, like, they get a decent number of looks at things to deal with it. But let's do this. The Jadelight doesn't do anything against the Sheathen Fire anyway. They're just main phasing the draw 2. Or they're casting the Drake. They're casting the Drake. Cool. Drawford doesn't do anything by itself. It's really not impressive by itself, but it means that, like, when we cast the Jadelight, if it gets killed, we then get to recast her. Maybe you're right. Maybe there's a decent chance they're just tapping out for the Drake. In which case... we'd still get to resolve our Find, guaranteed. Okay. Like, the fact that 6/6 is pretty hard for them to remove is appealing to me too. This lines up well against their removal. More Drakes, huh? There's a lot of draking going on over there. That is a reasonable draw. Does mean we don't get to Jadelight this turn, but I think I'm still firing it off because I want to Contempt Drake. I can make sure they can't, like, slam a Niv Mizzet or answer my Muldrotha. Yeah, I get to take Niv Mizzet here now, which is really good for me. Chupacabra. Oh, I can put that in the yard and cast it? What the hell? This is messed up. Just, like, draw a Chupacabra here. This is great. Oh my god. This is so funny. Oh. That was kind of awesome, I'm not gonna lie. If they have a Sheathen Fire the Chupacabra, we just get to recast it too. Was that good? I can't tell. Not obvious, you know? Not obvious to me if that was good or not. They have to leave the Drake back to threaten to block the Muldrotha. Alright, they're swinging. That's a nice 4/1 Sacrasta. So if I fire this off first, I can mill stuff into the yard to cast it. That's adorable. I guess I get to attack first and then I do that. Can we agree this Muldrotha is, if nothing else, exceedingly sweet? We could just die next turn. If they have a lightning strike... Oh, they're tapping. They're tapping out. God. No. Come on. They're trying to figure out if they want to kill the Jadelight, because we get to recast the Jadelight, but they also want the spell in the yard for their Drake. But this means we can now Contempt the Drake, which is great for us. Put in Graveyard. We can play a land out of our Graveyard. Get this Drake off the board so that we can't die next turn to a Lightning Strike. That is really awkward, yeah. Sacrasta, Operative versus Findbroker. Right, they could kill our Muldrotha now, and we'd be in trouble. This is us getting punished. I still feel like we had to kill the Drake. We can't just like let ourselves lose the game to a lightning strike, right? This is certainly looking awkward. Like a few too many lands over here. Title is still Jeskai. It is. Sorry, I'll update that. Sultai Midrange. Muldrotha. Title is updated. Thanks, Sacrasta. Appreciate the heads up. Oh, Chupacabra and a Dream. Come on, puppy. I believe in you. They have a Negate in hand, so this doesn't do anything. We can hold on to it though. For when we have something we want to resolve. Yep, that's pretty good. Where's our Banefire? Good question. Yeah, we pulled some of these lands from Muldrotha. We pulled like 2 lands from Muldrotha. That's part of the reason. Maybe I played too scared of a lightning strike. Like, if we just returned some creatures, they would be dead now. But like, lightning strike is like something they probably have, what, 3 or 4 copies of in their deck. It just feels like it makes sense to play around it. Obviously getting punished though. How do we ever get through this? I mean, I guess if their hand is Negate land and they draw a land, then the Jadelight is lethal. It's like kind of a plan. Jeez, alright, we're dead. Point taken, opponent. Point taken. Yeah, they just get to shoot down the Branchwalker here with Niv Mizzet triggers. counter magic kind of on Bloodfasts. This card is a lot worse against blue-red than it is against normal control. But I'm assuming we still want it anyway. It's really awkward. Niv Mizzet always seems so impressive. It really does, man. Niv Mizzet's incredible. It's really awkward. Against blue-red, you just can't board against them like they're a control deck, because then you die to Drakes. It's really, really irritating. I'm probably cut. Like, I need trophies to answer Planeswalkers too. Jeez. Like, I don't love ramping them when they play the draw 2. But I feel like I need to be able to, like, double spell to get in underneath counter magic and actually get some stuff going, so maybe it's just they're just better than the Contempts. Cut, like, a Chupacabra or 2. Yeah, I'm just worried if I board in Bloodfast, I'm just gonna get burnt out. Or, like, be sitting there drawing cards and they're gonna cast a Drake and I'm gonna die to it. Maybe that's ridiculous of me, but I'll board in the 1, I think. I think boarding in the 1 seems fine. There's also possible Wildgrowth Walker's not terrible. If you get a single counter on it, it becomes pretty hard for them to kill. 2 counters gets it out of Lava Coil range. Alright, this sounds nice. No interaction, I guess, which is, you know, not ideal. But nice mix of lands and spells. The Rangers get to, like, apply some pressure whilst digging for our land drops. Alright. I would definitely like to dig for some land drops right now. So that I can actually cast these spells. Yep, getting countered. Syncopated by the looks of things. Syncopate and Lava Coil are so good against our deck. They really cut down on our recursion. Please untap land. Please let me punish this with this Chupacabra. I guess this token makes Eldest Reborn look embarrassing, which is awkward, but... Oh yeah. Hungry Puppy. The token's actually just amazing against Eldest Reborn. It's kind of absurd. The old Legion Warboss Syncopate deck. Just a classic. It looks weird, but I'm kind of tempted to fire this off. Rather than the Jadelight. Just, like, uses our mana well. Like, we're only ever edicting the Goblin anyway, realistically. We can set up... It's also, like, something that's threatening enough whilst still not, like, outright demanding a counterspell. Cool. That is fine. think I'm gonna attack. I am the beatdown. Even though my hand is quite slow, I am apparently the beatdown somehow. Dirtle beatdown. Ooh, double spell turn. That was a nice draw. Honestly, now that we've drawn that, we could consider not attacking, but I think I'm still going to attack anyway. Ra would have been a nightmare, yeah. There's not anything we could really do about that, though. So we had to just jam. Disdainful Stroke. I'm really scared of them just slamming Niv Mizzet next turn and me losing the game. Disdainful Stroke's really good if they don't slam a Haymaker next turn. Though, I think they're going to play scared of like another Chupacabra maybe. Now that they've seen one. Honestly, I think we're just like, unless Chupacabra is literally like the top card underneath that stroke, we're probably dead to Niv Mizzet regardless, so I'm gonna keep the Disdainful Stroke. Something nice to do on the Findbroker turn. Please don't. Yeah, that is fine. That is not a Niv Mizzet. That is acceptable. They're just planning to draw 2 this turn, I guess. Alright, let's start with my attack. This time we're just going to fire off the Findbroker and get to hold up a counter for Niv. It's really cool. Chemist's Insight just like completely invalidates counterspells in kind of a nice way. Like back in the Glimmer of Genius days, you'd probably counter your control opponents. Niv is uncounterable, yeah, but we can counter Rao. Sorry, I meant Rao when I said that. Yeah, I misspoke. It's been a long day. I meant countering Rauzarek. Or Rao. Rao, whatever his name is. So the Eldest Reborn just gets rid of this Goblin token, which isn't terribly exciting. I guess we want the Bloodfast. We can like maybe set up a double spell turn with it. Drake. Oh my god. That just like one-shots us. This blue-red deck, I keep losing to it with black-green. It's so good against these black-green decks, just like wildly unbeatable. They have so much card advantage and attack from like a bunch of different angles as well. Like I assume it's weak to the Boros decks. It seems like it can like never beat a Resolved or Aurelia or whatever, but I'm gonna draw a card, try and find a trophy. Yep. Sultai Midrange is how you want to live your life. It's how I want to live mine. Uh-huh. Yeah, I've not played any blue-red decks yet. Drake's deck always looks kind of decent whenever I'm playing these mid-range decks. Alright, it's dead to Lish Roar everything. I guess that's fine. Guess that's the world we live in. Just gonna put myself dead to Shock whilst we're at it too. dig a card deeper for Chups. So now I'm just dead. I can like sack the Chupacabra, but I don't have enough mana to rebuy it with Muldrotha. I can only gain 4 off the Findbroker, so I only got up to 6. Like, we could have knocked out 2 to ourselves, but then they just... Wait, they have 10 now. They have 10 because of the Row Plus. That's rough. That blue-red deck is just... It's so hard to beat. I don't know how good it is. Because it seems like it should really struggle against like the red decks. Just like any of the red decks, really. Boros or mono red. Yeah, Crackling Drake is just gas. It's so good, especially in Constructed, where you can like actually just make your deck be like 4 Crackling Drakes, a few Rows, a few Niv Mizzets, and then like 28 spells or 26 spells. Hand is great. Yeah, it doesn't have many sweepers against Lesnia. They probably main deck Fiery Cannonade, but... Ooh, opponent on the Molta 5 plan. Strong. Yeah, Niv Mizzet does just instantly win so many games. Niv Mizzet is just a ludicrous magic card. It's kind of interesting too. It's like the first time in a while that one of those sorts of cards has been main deckable, right? Ooh, we need land drops, but if we're against any sort of black deck, this just seems like a great card to have. Trying to witness value. Opponent has conceded. Cool. Alright. So I'm going to assume we're on a black-green mirror, I guess. Ooh, Noob 5-0 lists are out. I look forward to checking those out this evening. They always make for good reading. Modo lagging, as Modo does. Cool. Right, cast down seems bad in the black-green mirror. I don't know what else seems bad. We like all the 2-for-1s. We need answers to Planeswalkers. I could just cut some like random explore creatures, but we need our explore creatures to trade with their explore creatures is the thing. This is tough. I need to talk to Jade about how I'm meant to be siding in these black-green mirrors. It's like not obvious to me. Scavenger? Yeah, we could bring in Scavenger too. I just don't know what we'd cut to make room for Scavengers is the problem. I think on the draw, I'm actually only going to have the one Bloodfast. Honestly, it's not even obvious Bloodfast's good. It just dies to Vraska. And like, you probably just get run over by random awful creatures. I'm just going to do this. I'm not convinced Bloodfast is even clearly good. You think I just cut 2 drops? But then you just like get run over when like your opponent goes 2-drop into 3-drop on the play. And then they like Chupacabra your Jadelight. Suddenly you're facing down 3 creatures. I don't know. Maybe this is incorrect. Maybe Bloodfast is good, but I feel like it's just really awkward against Vraska too. It's like a nice thing they can go Vraska, 4-mana Vraska minus on. Whereas normally, like, the Vraska minus isn't terribly impressive against explore creatures. Whoa, we're against a control deck. Alright. Opponent's smart, running out their swamp on 1. Make us think they're black-green. What is up? Like, this morning we faced mono black-green. This afternoon we faced mono blue decks. Yeah, opponent's been mulliganing a lot. And they really have. Alright, let's find a land drop here. That would be amazing. This is not a land drop. Not even close. I just remembered I have to check something. Alright, team meeting's at 7:30, so I have to be off by then. So, I suspect we are not finishing this whole league, sadly. Tonight, we'll probably finish it off tomorrow. I just need land drops or answers to thief. I guess whatever we leave on top is getting taken by the thief anyway, too. It's 1:30 now. Oh my god, Bobbin. I have about 50 minutes, Bobbin, until my team meeting. So I probably can finish this match plus one more match, maybe. Even that's, like, kind of cutting it close. I can finish this league tomorrow, though. Tomorrow morning. So rude. That's our card. Hit 2 land drops as well. Lucky. I just have to contempt this thing, right? Or else the game ends. Like, they just get to keep drawing a card every turn. It's very hard for us to actually beat that. Boop. No, they just played a swamp game 1, Bobbin, but I assumed they were on black-green, since black-green is, like, by far the most popular swamp deck. Bolus. Oh my god. Ugh. Gross. Chupacabra, please. That is not a Chupacabra. I could just go Branchwalker plus Find this turn to try and keep hitting my land drops. Maybe that's better than, like, Findbroker for Findbroker grindiness. That's, like, reasonable. I think I like this. Try and hit my land drop off the Branchwalker. Or draw this Chupacabra off my Find. So we're going to Chupacabra and a Findbroker. It looks sweet, Bobbin. Grixis looks really cool. We could find Broker for land, that's like legit. For sure. I like how this is panning out though. I guess I get to stroke the puppy. Flip their Bolus, and that's like pretty threatening. For sure. Wait, what? They're playing Dream Eater? Seriously? Huh. Adorable. I am not convinced by that card, but sure. Are they planning on just trading with a 3-2? Ah, tasty, tasty dreams. So tasty. Om nom dreams. Wow, they're just going to 6. Jeez. Is the card they left on top really that good? That is an understandable approach, Bobbin. Ooh, sit. Such sit. Gearhulk fanatics accept any kind of substitute. As a Gearhulk fanatic, I agree. I guess we're casting this Muldrotha. It's like, probably just getting Disdainful Stroked and then we feel sad. Enjoy, Selene. Have a good evening. I guess this runs headfirst into Contempt, actually. No, this is stupid. This runs into Contempt. If they don't have Disdainful Stroke, we just want to, like, buy back a 2-drop, right, and go wide. That was really loose. Yeah, this just plays into their Contempt. It's, like, really bad of me. Oh well. Still, they didn't have Disdainful Stroke last turn, so I guess we're in a decent position here. Also, we drew an unbeatable magic card, so that's nice. Also nice. Please don't have the Stroke this turn either. Awesome. Puppy down. Playing Gearhulk is moderately scary. That seems like a nice assessment level. It was scary for a moment. Oh yeah, Chupacabra is messed up. Chupacabra is very strong. Am I returning Jadelight or Branchwalker? If I return Jadelight, I have to play my land out, so I potentially discard the Findbroker. But I also can, like, potentially draw a land and discard that and have a bigger creature. I probably just take the Branchwalker though, just like play this really conservatively. Nice. Now, if we draw an untapped land, we get to go Findbroker back Chupacabra to get a bolus out the way. Opponent has conceded. Sick. Alright, I really want to play more of this league, but also I have my team meeting in about 45 minutes, so if like a match goes really long, it's actually kind of awkward. I'd also like to have some food before the team meeting. So I think what we're going to do is I'll fire up the stream a bit early tomorrow, a bit earlier than planned tomorrow to finish off this league. Because I'm planning on streaming some drafts with Kaylee tomorrow, if all goes well. Like a bit later than usual. So I might just start early to finish off this Sultai league, because I am enjoying this deck. It is sweet. Anyway. Woo draft. Yeah, I am excited for some more draft shop. This draft format is so good.